What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Miles of Horror. Welcome back. Your home for all things horror, physical media, and indie cult cinema. It's been a minute, and I miss you guys. So I'm super stoked to be back on here doing a video. It's been about 3.5 months. So let me give you guys a little bit about where I've been, tell you guys what's up, and I got an awesome video for you guys. But before you do anything, if you guys could hit that like button, please subscribe to my channel. It was about this time last year when I started this channel, and we're over 500 subs. So let's keep that ball rolling. Glad to be back, and let's get into it. So just so you guys know, I was away at camp over the summer. I did my last video around June, probably, and I left for the summer at camp. And when I got back, my Shure just wasn't working. For whatever reason, it just blipped. It stopped working. So unfortunately, these things cost a lot of money. So I was saving up to get a new Shure, and I happened to luck into another mic from a coworker who helped me out today. So here I am. I'm back at it for you guys, and so thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I really did miss you guys. It's been hard to be away. I've been had the itch to make videos constantly. But anyway, so let me get into today's topic. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I have so many things I want to show you guys. I can't even stress it enough. There's so many things that happened over the summer, in September, in August, September, and so far in October that I want to go over with you guys. TerrorVision's 13 weeks of Halloween. I've gotten so many amazing things, so many great announcements. But I just haven't been able to do that. So I'm kind of playing catch up right now. And what I want to touch you guys about today is really like a October Halloween time miracle. And so here's what happened a couple of weeks ago. I was browsing Marketplace, just minding my own business. And I'm always scouring eBay and Mercari and Marketplace because it's fun. I like to do that kind of stuff. I'm always looking for like good, fun deals on old physical media or whatever, what have you. I'm a very, niche collector in a lot of ways. But so I was on Marketplace, and minutes before that, someone had posted a large DVD lot on Marketplace, and it was all horror DVDs. And let me show you kind of one of the thumbnails. I guess I'm not a thumbnail, but let me show you kind of like the big tub that was up for sale. Okay, now he didn't put this picture up, but it was similar kinds of pictures. And it's one of those big like Costco tubs just filled with horror DVDs. So check this out. Okay. So this was just off the bat kind of what was in his car. Okay. This was in his trunk, this giant Costco tub of movies. It's about 200 DVDs, box sets, whatever. You might see some goodies on the top there. And so that's kind of what I based this off of. Now, on the marketplace listing, it did have everything that was listed there. It had everything that was in the listing, almost 200 DVDs. And I'll say I got this lot for about $1 a piece. Okay, so it was really one of those things where it's like this was a miracle. You're not going to find these things together like this ever. Okay, and people you always hear these stories of people finding like these old like thrift stores or whatever and finding those grails. This was that for me in a lot of ways, and I've had my fair share of like crazy stories of finding random stuff that's worth a lot of money in random places. But this was like a big thing for me, finding this. This was like my Grail moment of finding stuff in the wild. So it turns out the dude, I was talking to him on Marketplace, and I said, listen, I want this lot. Like I want it. I need it. I have to have it. But unfortunately, I'm busy till later tonight. I can't get there till about, 7:30. It was about a 2-hour drive for me. So I drove 2 hours each way. I was like, listen, dude, I have a pretty decent social media page. Horror is my thing. What is there any chance you could hold this for me? And he's like, listen, I literally got just about 8 messages in the past minute. But he's like, I think I recognize you from one of the VHS groups. And it turns out he's one of the moderators on that group. Then we connected on Instagram a minute later. And so it turns out we just vibed really hard. We were connecting super quick. And if for those of you guys, just so you guys know, his handle is Ant Leatherface. I believe that's what it is over on Instagram. So we connected immediately. He's like, dude, your page is sick. Like, I can definitely hold this if you can promise you can get here today. And later that night, as soon as I got the car, I drove the 2 hours out there met, in a Stop and Shop parking lot. He showed me this giant tub of DVDs. He threw a couple freebies in, and we got the deal done. And you can see right off the bat in that picture, the Sleepaway Camp Red Cross set was one of the things in there. So again, like getting that for basically $1, it was really an unbelievable story to get all this stuff. So the biggest thing is that like none of this stuff that's probably the most expensive thing in here. Nothing's like more than that's probably like that set probably goes for like $100 right now on eBay. That's the most expensive thing, but there's a lot of things that are worth money in here, and you're never going to find all this together. That's the thing. So there's so much that I wanted, and like so many indie titles, which is, if you guys know me, that's my vibe. And so I really wanted like so much in here. And the issue is like, if I were to get all this separately, it would have cost $1,000 because you're spending $5 on shipping on every single one, $5 shipping. So it really, and tax and everything. So this was just to do things like this on a marketplace or a Mercari. It always is a better bang for your buck. So this was it was fantastic. I'm still in shock. So I want to take you guys through, show you what I got. It might be a little bit of a longer video, but I'm going to go through quick each release, but you don't want to miss this. There's so much goodness in here. A bunch of old Anchor Bay titles, box sets, a lot of goodness. So let's get right into it. I'm going to show you guys what I got. Again, I paid about $1 a piece for all of this. So let's get into it. So first off, we got Return of the Living Dead, the old MGM, I think it's widescreen. No, the MGM DVD. I don't know, but super awesome release. Then we have, and again, I have DVDs everywhere around me. So at one point, I'm gonna have to like grab stuff from the giant tub that's next to me. I tried to position everything just around so I can like reach it all because there's just so much. So anyway, Return of the Living Dead, awesome. Very happy to have this DVD. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, MGM. Pet Cemetery, pretty cool. Now, I don't really mind stickers too much, but when it's like kind of like busted like that, it's kind of annoying. But whatever. Pet Cemetery, I can always get new cases. Scanners, super cool, with the Blockbuster sticker on here. This is definitely a former rental. You can see Scanners, March 31st, 2010, sticker on there. MGM release. Creepshow. This is the kind of like snap cases, which suck. I think I actually have this release already somewhere. But anyway, Creepshow snap case. House on Haunted Hill, Vincent Price. I have the Blu-ray of this. I think it's Vinegar Syndrome, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have this Blu-ray. Then we have a movie called Pelts. This is from Dario Argento, starring Meatloaf and John Saxon, apparently. Pelts. I've never heard of this movie before. I've seen this movie around, but I've never seen it. Yeah, I mean, apparently it's a Dario Argento movie. Pelts. Then we have the early 2000s Wrong Turn. I think there's early 2000. Yeah, 2003, Wrong Turn. Bunch of hillbillies. Cannibal style. Liza Dushku. I haven't seen this in so long, but I remember I watched this, I think on a date when I was a senior in high school, maybe I want to say, maybe a junior in high school. Wrong Turn. Then we have a really cool House of 1,000 Corpses release. It's like a mini digipack kind of thing. Now I have the DVD, VHS, Blu-ray. I'm a big Rob Zombie fan, and I love House of 1,000. But it's really cool, like digipack, like foldy, which is kind of cool. You don't really see these often. Got a House of 1,000. All right, let's keep it cruising here. Then we have the Night of the Living Dead Anchor Bay 2-pack. Like, how cool is this? This is the 30th anniversary limited edition, super clean. Night of the Living Dead opens up. It's like a 2-pack limited edition, super cool. I think that goes for like $30. And then we have Eraserhead. Now, I've never seen this movie. Okay, everyone tells me it's like an absolute gem. I've never seen it. So cleaned and remastered plus extras. Okay. Then we have Chud. Chud's cool. Then we have let's see that later. The Amityville Horror, the original one with a Electronics Boutique sticker, EBX. It's kind of cool. Then we have Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs widescreen edition. Okay, now again, like just wait because there's just so much in here. Let me put this stuff down. Oh, let me just go this way actually. Let me switch this here. do this. All right, let's put these here. This is how much is in here. I have to do this. All right. So next up, we have Body Melt. Super, super cool movie. I have the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray of this. Then we have Axe. This is a something weird video. Harry Novak presents. Then we have Blood Feast, 2 different editions. This is I think it's a Herschel Gordon Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So you have the regular, like, something weird special edition, and then the Snapcase edition. So I've never seen these, so I'm excited to check those out. Then we have 2000 Maniacs. Now, the remake with Robert Englund, I fucking love. I have that DVD, and I adore that movie. It is so much fun. I actually watched it with my dad when I was younger. It's just a really romp, fun, good time. I love to revisit that one, rewatch it. So this is the original one that I've actually never seen. I'm excited to check it out. Then we have so this was one of the things that jumped out at me about the tub. So we have the Anchor Bay Reanimator box set. Okay, this is the Anchor Bay collection, the limited edition, the 2-disc, I think, box set. It still has the shrink wrap. It's not sealed, but yeah, the Reanimator box set with the syringe pen, which is just so cool. And you know, I've really been kind of like going back and start seeking out these old Anchor Bays thanks to Born to Be Read. His videos are just killing it. I've really been enjoying watching his DVD videos. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun tracking some of these down. There's a really cool edition. The greens just pop so hard on that. Then we have Bride of Reanimator. Also, this is I don't know what company, Artisan, I guess. But this is Bride of Reanimator in this awesome special. Oh, it's Pioneer special edition green case. So you got Reanimator, Bride of Reanimator. Then you've got the Beyond. This is a former rental, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, April 13th, 2004, $12.99. Super cool. All right. Then we have, I mean, this I'll save that for a minute. Then we have a couple indie movies, Cannibalistic. You Are What You Eat. Now, if you guys have followed me in the past, you know this is really my vibe. I love this kind of stuff. I'm going to start going quicker now just because there's just so much. We have The Dead Next Door, which is absolutely fucking awesome. If you have not seen The Dead Next Door, go watch it. It's one of my absolute favorite shot on video films. I think it's shot on video. Whatever it is, it's awesome. It's a absolute blast of a movie. I actually have 2 copies of this, so if anyone wants a DVD, hit me up. Then we have Black Devil Doll, which I know nothing about, but the back looks insane. Just look at this. Absolutely insane. Okay, then we have Family Portrait. This I'm not really sure about. There's like a couple duds in here of like 200, maybe like 3 or 4 duds. This is kind of one of them. But if he gave it to me, I'm willing to bet it's kind of cool. All right, then we have The Guyver. Look at the art on this. Director's cut. Mark Hamill. I love The Guyver. Awesome, awesome movie. Then we have My Name is Bruce. You got some Bruce Campbell in here, which I've never seen. This is, I think, signed by someone as well. Maybe not. But My Name is Bruce. I've never seen this. Looks awesome. A Fun Ride with Bruce Charm on Full Blast. Then we have, these are kind of cool. I know my buddy Jordan's going to mark out hard for these, but these are like special edition horror, old school, like Universal horror editions. They're all like big box style, like slipcase edition. You've got Dracula, Frankenstein, and Creature from the Black Lagoon, and these like really cool slipcover editions. Look at this. There's like a grain on Frankenstein. See, it's like a grain. Really, and these are clean. Super cool. All right. Then we have this was another big thing for me in this set. I'm a huge fan of Slumber Party Massacre, and I mean he had all 3 Massacre editions in here. Now I just saw these on eBay for like $90 for the trio. So again, like between these and the Sleepaway Camp set alone, I mean that's like $200 right there at least. So yeah, all 3 Slumber Party Massacres in the Massacre collection. Just so stoked to add these. I have these on VHS. I have these on Blu-ray. I have the first two on Blu-ray. I don't believe the third one ever had a Blu-ray release. Maybe. But I have the first two, 4K. But I have the Scream Factory double pack for the first and second. So just getting them on DVD was such a cool find. All right, next we have Sleepaway Camp. This is kind of like alternate Legacy Entertainment edition. I have the Anchor Bay DVD as well, but there's really cool artwork on here. Got Angela. All right, then we have this. So this was really cool. So we had the Dawn of the Dead sets. We had the original Dawn of the Dead. Okay, so we've got the trilogy, right? So we got Dawn, okay, and the original Anchor Bay kind of box set with the J card. Like this thing is minty, okay? Like as if you just got it off the shelf. The Dawn of the Dead, Anchor Bay box set. We got the Land of the Dead widescreen. Like the art in this is just so cool. And then we have the Day of the Dead edition, limited edition with the fold out. Like how cool is this? All just minty. And then we got the Dawn of the Dead remake, which is fantastic. I love this movie so much. Also super clean. All right, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. This. All right, next up. So now I've got the Sleepaway Camp edition for you. This is the old Anchor Bay Red Cross edition. Now this thing goes for big money. I'm so happy to add a clean version of this to my collection. I mean, how cool is this? How cool is this? So super clean. The discs are all perfect. You got those white cases in there. Comes with the fourth disc. So also, just one thing to note. I have another copy of this in my collection. It's a little beat up, but if anyone's interested in this, I'm willing to sell or trade it. I just happen to have had it already, but it's just not the best condition. So I want to keep my clean one. If anyone wants to trade me or buy this off me, I'll sell it to you for cheap. Just hit me up. Okay, next up. I actually just watched this last night. I saw this way back in the day, but I hadn't seen it forever. It's a movie called Amusement. Super cool. Really fun movie. The first 40 minutes are like terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, terrifying. All right. Then we have Blood Cult, some more indie, like shot on video type, I believe. Really excited to watch this. Then we have a movie called Pervert. He's Coming to Get You, Mary Carey. Okay. And this like I don't want to show the back because there's some actual nudity, but it looks like kind of right up my alley because I like that kind of vibe. Anyway, we have Luther the Geek. I have the Blu-ray of this old Trauma stuff. Then we have Monster Man, which I've never seen, but I've seen the DVD around. It looks awesome. Then we have The Last Broadcast. And this is a movie I actually just saw on Garrett over Born to Be Rad's channel. Excited to check this one out. We have a Shakorama. Face Your Fears. Okay, I love these independent cinema Shakorama stuff. All right, then we have Bruce Campbell is the Man with the Screaming Brain. Also never seen this. Okay, then we have the Monster Squad limited edition Lionsgate slipcover with one of those new modern slip cases. It looks kind of weak, but glad to add on DVD. Then we have a movie called Chopper. Don't know much about it, but then we have Chainsaw Sally. This looks rad as hell. Then we have The Bride of Frank in Butter Sound. Too disturbing to watch, too compelling to turn away. Don't really know much about that one, but it looks cool. All right, let's keep on cruising here. Then we have a movie called Chaos. Looks kind of interesting. Then we have Girls, Guns, and G-Strings, 12 movie set. All right, then we have Ginger Snaps and Ginger Snaps 2. So I'm a big fan of Ginger Snaps. I've done videos on this franchise before. It's really one of my favorite kind of like werewolf movies. And I think there's such a poetic element to the original one. And I really love it. I also love the main actress, Caitlin. I forget her last name. Let's see if I can find it. Catherine Isabel. I loved her since Freddy vs. Jason. You know, I think she's phenomenal. So anyway, Ginger Snaps and Ginger Snaps 2. Original got that beautiful case on it. 2 looks like a former rental, possibly. But I mean, come on, guys. Adding these on DVD to the collection, awesome. If anyone has the third and wants to trade, let me know. Then we have Night of the Living Dead in color. Okay. This is another one of those that I'm not really sure on. Filmed by Luis Buñuel and Salvador Dali. Isn't he an artist? Chien Andalou. Then we have good old Frank Henenlotter's Frankenhooker. Okay. It's a Stitch. And now, again, like, what a great DVD to add to the collection. Okay. Frankenhooker, that original artwork. So awesome. All right. Then we have, I mean, one of my absolute favorite indie films of all time, Cannibal Hookers. Now, this is from that weird line. It's like that they did this horror line of a few different movies, and with these interesting covers with that horror logo on the side. This is one of those from that line, Cannibal Hookers. I actually have the VHS of this. I love Cannibal Hookers so much. Then we have Blood-Sucking Pharaohs in Pittsburgh. I don't know what this is, but the stills on the back look banging. This movie looks so cool. All right, then we have a movie called David Hayes in Backwoods. Again, these are all like, they seem like shot on video, like really my style kind of things, very independent. And this looks like it was signed by David Hayes, possibly. All right, then we have Chopping Mall. Okay, this was the original release, if I'm not mistaken, because it is it's Lionsgate, and it's got the nice case. I know Amazon did a release of this. And it's kind of shitty, but Chopping Mall. All right, then we have Basket Case 3, The Progeny. I've actually never seen this one. I've seen 1 and 2. I got to check this out. All right, then we have, moving right along here, we have The Nest. Also, I own this movie on Blu-ray. I've never watched it. So this is a Roger Corman Classic Edition, The Nest. Then we have Misery, Stephen King. I love this movie. Then we have Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. I just saw this VHS at the thrift store today. Then we have Zombie Doom and Slime City, some old kind of Shockorama independent stuff. Now, Slime City is gonna get a Blu-ray release like any second. I think it might. I know it has this DVD. And it might have had a Blu-ray. I don't think, but I guarantee you, this is a lot of these like camp motion stuff. And stuff is definitely gonna get put out by Wiener Syndrome. They just did Sledgehammer. I have a feeling a lot of these titles are gonna get upgraded to 4K very soon from Wiener Syndrome. So yeah, Zombie Doom and Slime City. I also have I have an edition. I have 2 copies of this DVD. If anybody wants to hit me up, I Drink Your Blood. I have the Blu-ray of this, the special edition Grindhouse. Then we had, this was a freebie that he added, and it's called The Janitor. This, I don't know anything about it, but he said he got it at a convention. It, like, again, this is like exactly my vibe. So I was so thankful he threw this in. It's like total campy janitor slasher, shot on video, probably low budget. Awesome. Unrated. All right, then we have Wicked Games. Again, also looks like Tim Ritter. There you go. So it's definitely low budget. Then we have a movie called Tenement, Game of Survival. Then we have Brain Damage, the limited edition Synapse. I think this is Synapse. I know Synapse did. Oh, yeah, Synapse. This is the limited edition, though. Super cool. The artwork on that's awesome. I'm a big Henenlotter fan. I love Brain Damage, so really excited to add this. Then we have, this is super cool. Okay, it's a Blair Witch Project box set, still in the shrink wrap. You can see, I don't know what store, but there's a price sticker on the front. But yeah, it's the Blair Witch Artisan box set with both the Blair Witch Project and Book of Shadows. So how cool is that? Like, to add this to your collection? Oh man, so cool. All right, then we have, let me put this here. Then we have Halloween, the original Halloween 78. I have this exact edition already, along with like 4 other different Halloween DVDs. Then we have Final Destination 2. I also have this exact edition, but I love the holographic on that. Then we have Resident Evil. I haven't seen this movie in so long, but super cool. Then we have Vacancy. For whatever reason, like I used to love this movie. I haven't seen it in so long, but I used to love this movie. Then we have a movie called Black Sheep. Now, Umbrella just did a massive like 4K edition of this, or Blu-ray, whatever, with like sheep, like wool, like a wool slip box. So I was intrigued by it from that edition, but I actually haven't seen it. Then we have The Hitcher. I think this is the remake. Yeah, so The Hitcher remake. I've not seen it, but Hitcher remake. Then we have Feast and Feast 2, Sloppy Seconds. These look awesome. I've seen these all over the place over the years. I've never actually seen them. What better way than on DVD on the CRT? All right, let's keep cruising. All right, so next up, we got 30 Days of Night, a really cool vampire flick with Josh Hartnett and Melissa George. God, there is no God. I love that one. Then we have Robin Williams' 1 Hour Photo. I don't know. I've never seen this, but he threw it in. All right, let's get into the tub now, because that's just kind of like half of it, I guess. So thank you guys for staying with me. Let me give you something just because you're still here. Let's see what we got here. Let's do, what can I give you guys as a return for fun? Let's do, sure, this.
They're eating her! And they're going to eat me!
Anyway, there's so much left here, so I'm gonna keep going through. Thank you guys for sticking with me. If you're still here, thank you so much. All right, so we got a movie called Squirm. Never seen this. We've got Bubba Hotep. Okay, Bruce Campbell. I've also never seen this. I think it's Bruce Campbell. Yeah, Bruce Campbell. Then we got Nosferatu. I don't know which version this is. 1994. It was released. This is the 1922 Nosferatu. So I'm guessing it's the original. The original silent vampire classic. Then we have Hostel. Okay, now let me tell you something. Like, people shit on Eli Roth and whatever. Hostel's fucking awesome. I love Hostel. I saw it back in the theater with my dad. Hostel's just a great time. I love it. Then we have Dead and Breakfast. This is like a 90s movie, I believe. It's an Anchor Bay title. I've never seen this, but Lenticular Slit. Really excited to check this one out. Okay, so this is super cool. Now, this is Delta Delta Die. This is Tiffany. Tiffany Shepis. Who else in this? Brink Stevens, Tiffany Shepis. So you got some of those like all-time Scream Queens in here. I actually have the VHS of this, so the fact that this is in here was super cool. So Delta Delta Die, so sorority house slasher type. Then we have Castle Freak, Hell to the Yeah. I'm a big Full Moon guy. So Castle Freak, Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton. Hell yeah. All right, let's keep on cruising here. Let's see what we got. Next up. All right, we got Hostel Part 2. Also slipcover edition. Like, the fact that these have the slipcovers are just so cool. All right, then we have Dead Alive ×2. Okay, 2 copies of Dead Alive. So I now have 3 copies of Dead Alive on DVD. If you want one, hit me up. Pan's Labyrinth. Okay, I have a feeling I'll be sending this one to my buddy Jordan because I know he's a big fan of this movie. We have a movie called Bug. I remember hearing this one got really good reviews, but I've never seen it with the slipcover. Roger Corman Presents Death Race. Don't know much about that one. Then we have this really, really cool little dented, but Chucky, the Killer DVD collection, like kind of box set. So I don't really know the deal, but it's kind of cool. His face is a little dented. You can kind of see. Poor Chucky. But it's like a 3D. It's like 3D. It like comes out. You can see on the camera there. A little weird, but all right. Let's keep it cruising here. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right. Next up, we have slipcover edition. John Carpenter's The Thing. Awesome, awesome edition. And you open it up. Kind of like a translucent slipcover. Really cool. All right, then we have Ramiro's Dawn of the Dead with that original kind of art on there. I actually have this DVD already. If anyone wants, I've had this since I was a kid. If anyone wants this, hit me up. Great Cannibal Classics. Then we have Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive. Actually, oddly enough, now have 2 copies of this with different covers. Now we have The Gate. Awesome original art edition. This was platinum. So really cool edition of The Gate. I love The Gate. Big fan of this movie. To get on DVD is super cool. We have Creepshow 2. We have Session 9. Shout out to my buddy Canner. This has been a running joke with us since we were kids. We watched this movie, I think when we were like freshmen in college, and we were like, dude, Session 9, it's gonna be so sick. And we finished it, we're like, what the hell did we just watch? And I've watched it since, and it's actually an interesting movie. It kind of sucks, but it's also kind of really interesting. Session 9. Then we have Wes Craven Presents They. Never seen it, but looks kind of cool. All right, we're cruising here. The Hills Have Eyes. Wes Craven. That really lenticular slit or holographic slit. The Wicker Man, the original. The Killer Shrews. Don't know much about this one. The original Anchor Bay Heathers. Super cool. Last House on the Left, unrated. Hell yeah. This is the remake. Remake is excellent. Then we have Friday the 13th widescreen. I actually have this already as well. But I always never afraid to add another copy of Friday the 13th. American Gothic. All right, then we have Dreamstalker. This is an Intervision 2-pack with Dreamstalker and Death by Love. I love Dreamstalker. I have the TerrorVision Blu-ray. I've never seen Death by Love, though, so I'm excited to check this one out. All right, then we have Maniac, the Blue Underground DVD release. How cool is that? Super cool. Let me move this. I think I might have some auto-focusing issues. The Maniac, super cool. All right, then we have Evil Ed. I have the Arrow Blu-ray of this. Then we have House, the DVD. Love this movie. Then we have Frogs. I've never seen this. Sam Elliott. Then we have The Mangler. I've heard this movie's awesome. I've never seen it. Then we have Lost Skeleton of Cadavra. Never seen it. We have Devil's Reign. I have the Severin release of this. Sealed Poltergeist from Walmart. This is like the snapcase. The Changeling snapcase. I have this Severin Blu-ray. Man Bites Dog. I don't know what this is. All right. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right. Then we have Cloverfield. I fucking love this movie so much. Cloverfield. This is cool. So Cabin Fever. Okay. So not only is it the Cabin Fever DVD, I have the VHS, I have a regular DVD, but it's the lenticular slit, dude. Look at that. So I can get that on camera. So cool. And it's not like a regular slip. It's like a slip through. So it slips through like both sides. It's kind of like a vest. It's like a slip vest. So cool. You can see it on both sides. But such a cool edition, guys. And you have that original artwork on there. Awesome. I'm a big Cabin Fever fan. Fun fact, we rented that. I had a sleepover birthday party for my 16th birthday, and we rented Cabin Fever. In the morning, we were all chanting pancakes. And so, Cabin Fever lenticular slip edition. Then we have Men Behind the Sun. Don't really know too much about that one. Then we have The Living Dead Girl. Don't know much about this, but hell yeah. Then we have Black Sun, The Nanking Massacre. Don't know much about that one. High Tension. Fucking love this movie. Delicatessen. I know Vineyard Syndrome. Severin did a Blu-ray of this. I have not seen this movie. Then we have The Lost Boys Snapcase. Super cool. I own this movie on like every format, so just adding another cool edition of it's always fun. All right. We're getting down here, guys. Some good stuff left. Just having trouble finding room where to put stuff. All right, next up, we got From Dusk Till Dawn, Walmart, sealed, collector's edition, Dimension. I love this movie. Awesome. The Shining, 2-disc special edition. Now, if I had known, I actually just picked this up from the thrift store today for $3 without the slip. If I had known that I had this, I wouldn't have gotten it. But it was, at one point, $20 from Best Buy. So, super cool edition, slip cover. That's awesome. If anyone wants the standard DVD, let me know. Then we have Fright Night. Okay. The MGM. This is Columbia. I'm sorry. Then we have Last House on the Left, the original. Awesome. Toby Hooper's Funhouse. This movie's great, guys. Funhouse is super cool. Then we have Critters. Okay, then I believe this is Anchor Bay. Nope, this is, I don't know who this is, but The Legend of Boggy Creek. Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. Never seen this one. Looks really rad, though. The Toolbox Murders. Toby Hooper's Eaten Alive. Bad Taste. Anchor Bay. I've heard great things about this one. It's like an old Troma film. Or Peter Jackson, rather. Disturbing Behavior, one of my absolute favorite 90s movies. 13 Ghosts, Snapcase Edition. Idle Hands. I mean, like, these are just classic, dude. Classic. 1408, Blockbuster exclusive. This movie kind of blows. The story is way better. Evil Dead 2013. I fucking hate this movie, but I guess I'm happy to add it to the collection. Rise was so much better. All right, we have the collector's edition, kind of like digipack of House by the Cemetery. We have a movie called Fido, which I've never seen, but it looks like a zombie is like being chained up as a dog. I mean, it seems very much up my alley. Very indie, low budget. Night of Living Dead 3D. Good old Sid Haig. We have Cujo, special edition slipcover. Super cool. We have another copy of Freddy vs. Jason, because I love this movie. Shaun of the Dead. Green Inferno. I actually don't own a copy of this. Not really my style. It's a wild movie. I saw it when I was younger. American Psycho. Really, really cool slipcover edition. Killer Collector's Edition. Uncut version. Slither widescreen. Fucking love this movie. All right, we're winding down here, guys. We got Night of the Demons Blu-rays. We got a Blu-ray in there. Oh, this is the remake. That's right. That's why I was so psyched about this, because I fucking love the remake. It had no business being this good. Okay, and when I say good, I mean it's my kind of good. Like, it's so bad that it's good, but it's relentless. This movie like does not let up. I love it so much. Night of the Demons. Then we have the Toolbox Murders. Is there another copy of that in here? Then we have Puppet Master, the 9 film collection. This is like the complete Puppet Master collection on DVD. kind of like weak when you have all movies in this one disc or this one set. It's actually sealed. I don't know how many discs. Maybe 2 discs. Anyway, Puppet Master Collection. Still cool to have. The Dead, Ford Brothers, Blu-ray. Undead. House on Haunted Hill, Snapcase. I used to love this movie growing up. Then we have Darren Aronofsky, Faith and Chaos, Pi. Don't know much about that one. Luther the Geek, another copy of Luther the Geek, old Troma film. Wolf Creek, widescreen edition. Devil's Rejects, 2-disc, director's cut. Hell yeah. Another copy sealed. Okay, how many of you have a sealed copy of Black Sheep? Okay, I'm actually really excited to check that one out. All right, really, really winding down here. Got this and one more stack. Turistas. I love this movie. So much fun. Turistas. Anatomy. Don't know much about this one, but it looks kind of cool. Anatomy Special Edition. Oh, Anatomy 2. Hell yeah. A new experiment in terror. Then we have House of Wax, the widescreen edition. Love House of Wax. Obviously, my second DVD of this. Joyride. Then we have Prom Night, the original Prom Night. We have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is like the big boy. This was the Jessica Biel version. This is like the big boy chunky box. I have this all as well. So if anybody wants to trade me, for sure, hit me up. Hills of Eyes, unrated. This is the remake. Movie's cool, I suppose. Slipcover edition. All right, and wrapping up here, we've got Planet of the Apes, the Legacy Collection box set. Super cool. Got all the movies in there. I haven't seen these in forever, but they're awesome. Silence of the Lambs, Special Edition widescreen. The Manson Family. And last but not least, what better way to end it than the Steve Railsback Ed Gein. Now, I've heard this is like the best way to learn about Ed Gein and to watch that kind of a vibe. So there you have it, guys. It is a Halloween miracle. I appreciate you guys checking in today. Expect more very soon. Now that I got the mic, hopefully I'll be getting videos up left and right.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
There's a lot I want to talk to you guys about. So much that I added to the collection. So many releases that are coming out and have come out. And so I'm looking forward to getting back into it now that I have a mic. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Be sure to hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. Your boy Miles out. Peace. Happy Halloween. Or October, rather.